Right, with the Nutrien Sydney Sale March the 8th, great to be catching up with Ross Arentz here in Wagga. A couple of big farms around the place, but great to catch up with one of the smaller breeders as well. Firstly, Ross, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Nice for you to come out.
We're just out of Wagga, and I'm encouraging people to come to Wagga and have a look. There's some great breeding barns just around. We're not far from Jake Stockton's, and you go the other side of town, there's quite a few farms there. It's a prolific area for raising good quality horses, isn't it?
Yeah, no, there's no shortage of them around, me being a hobbyist, but yeah, Jake down the road, and then Dennis, Howe at North Wagga, and Yerrabee at the other side of town, and keep driving past him. You got Scott Robinson, so there's plenty around. Yeah,
you can't forget the mayor of Wagga. You get into trouble if you forget the mayor.
They got a lot more than me, but anyway.
Breeding yourself, and you got your boys here on the other side of the camera. Breeding, is it a hobby? Is it something you take a little bit more serious than a hobby?
Well, I did breed back possibly before I had kids actually, and had a couple, and then sort of went away from the breeding because it just seemed to take too long to get a foal and get them to the races. So I went to the yearling sales actually and bought a couple, and then as I got older I thought, I don't mind the sale sort of thing, so I threw my hat in the ring, and I've took a few, bought a couple home, and did sell one last year, so we'll try again.
It can be a sport of highs and lows, a little bit like the racing industry, really, when you think about it, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. So hopefully someone's interested in both of these, because they've both got a brother and sister down the paddock that are a few months old now, so they accumulate if you don't get rid of them.
I was going to say, so it's a legitimate reason for these horses going through the sales. They're for the legitimate sale because the fact that you've got quite a few, you like racing them. You've got a brother to one of these that you had to keep because it didn't get to where you wanted to last year, but you got them more coming through, so you've got to be realistic about how many you can keep.
Yeah, for sure. So and there's a couple of racehorses here that are going to go back to Ricky Alton's in Sydney, so obviously I'm not too sure where they'll end up. Maybe in the next 12 months they might be sold to someone else, but yeah, no, they do accumulate. I don't say fortunately, but yeah, no mares in foal this year, so got no foals coming at the end of the year, so could be a good thing, but you never know.
No, definitely not. Well, you got to. We'll start with a colt. This is a colt by Tintin America out of Let Us Accelerate. One thing I like about both your horses is proven form, and we'll get onto the filly in a second, but there's proven form around these horses with, I've got to get his name up here, Wombeen America, already been out of that family, already $100,000+ in stake money earnings, so you can get the opportunity of buying a full brother to him, and a beautiful colt presented here today.
Yeah, they're not too much dissimilar, to be honest. I do think it's easy for me to say, but I reckon this bloke is a better type, but his brother has got the runs on the board, so they're both black, and both by Tintin, so you just never know. But yeah, no, he done a real good job actually. One born in America. If I thought when I bought him that he'd win me $100,000, no, never would have thought that. So hopefully there's a few more in store for him this coming season.
And that's the thing, he's still racing, he's not finished.
No, so he just come home between Christmas and New Year, and he's back jogging now, so we'll just get him fit and send him back down to Ricky, because they've done a real good job with him down in Sydney. It's
a really good family, and I'm pretty sure, it is. That's a family that goes right back to fake left, and we know what sort of job he done, breeding barn as well as race horses, and I think it's a pretty important part to have in their breeding when you're looking back at these horses.
Yeah, that's right. Once you read down the page a bit, and if you looking at a horse like Fake Left, I was a fair bit younger then, but not so much when he raced. But yeah, like he left a lot of winners, obviously all over Australia, but in Queensland, he was obviously one of the best sires there for a very long time.
You're a bit like me, like I can vaguely remember, but not, it's a little bit just prior to it. But the legacy, it's just amazing what he's done as far as sires and dams and progeny just keep coming out of it.
No, for sure, yep.
Yeah. The other horse is a King of Swing. I will try and get... So that horse actually, the boy is actually lot 92. Going from there, I've just got to try and hit the right buttons. That's what I've got to do. Lot 124. Now, this is the filly by King of Swing out of Our Lady Madonna. Now, we saw the King of Swings are so well sought after last year, which was really encouraging. Must be great for you when you're putting horses through the sale. But did you try and sell a colt last year?
Yeah, I did. We probably didn't have the best luck of the draw with numbers, so there was 209 in the sale and we were 208, so there wasn't a lot of people left in the grandstand at that stage. But yeah, no, I brought him home. He's actually had 2 or 3 green trials, and he had a trial last night at Wagga actually. they went quite slow, but he did run his last quarter in 27.9, which is probably the quickest his legs have ever gone, but he's beautiful gaited and never misses a beat, and I do quite like him, yeah.
You said a little bit different to this filly, a lot taller horse, so probably not a natural 2-year-old yet. He's up and going early, so which is a good sign for him, and I imagine he'd only get better as the season goes on. Yeah,
well, you'd think so. Like this filly here, she's exactly the same as her mother, just bay with a dot on her head, Womboy Machete, which is a half brother's, exactly the same bay, and the mare now Freezer Bird, like they just all look like twins, but then she threw the King of Swing Colt, who just was a lot bigger and a lot darker horse. But yeah, just every foal she seems to have, they just basically look like her, like the mother, to be honest.
Do a good job, 3 from 3. The 2-year-old's the 4th, and this is the 5th, so she's only had the 5 foals, and the 3 that have been old enough to race have all done the job, all won multiple races too, which is encouraging as well, and lovely horse. But as I said, the King of Swings was, people are speaking so highly of them. There was a couple of green trial prior to Christmas, I think, pretty impressively by Luke McCarthy. So, it's got to be encouraging for you guys and for people wanting to buy, potentially might be the last time you can buy a King of Swing at a reasonable price, because if they hit the ground going like they're talking, might be very competitive.
Yeah, no, I'm Denard, and I'm definitely not. Don't know a whole lot about pedigrees and things, and I am Denard and King of Swing. I thought one was a good price, and then they had the reduction on the fees for New South Wales breeders and all that, and just everything that they were eligible for. The Blue, the Cobbity race. Yep, and a few years ago, I just couldn't wait to get there when I used to get down the sales for Miracle Mile night and just watch him race. Even just walk past and just look at him in the stall, So that's why I went twice with him.
I think we forget how good a horse he was too. We just talk about him as a stallion, but was it $3.5 million? I might be in trouble. Might have even been more than that. 3 Miracle Miles, I reckon.
Yeah, he won 3 Miracle Miles. Yeah. Just so big and strong.
And imposing. That's the one thing about him. Very statuesque. They used to parade him a little bit differently, but I used to say, a bit the same as you. You could sit there and watch him all day. He was just a lovely horse.
Yeah, for sure. So, that was basically my reason behind it. I did look at a couple of stallions with the first King of Swing in Victoria, but I just thought, just what they had to offer with the discount a bit. So I think he was for 8.8. I think I only had to pay 6.3. And being a New South Wales hobby trainer, everything's in New South Wales, so I just thought it ticked all the boxes.
Then you got a nice saleable commodity too to go through the sales. Looking forward to the sales?
Yeah, it's coming around quick, I suppose. 8th of March, which try and pretty these up a little bit more, but everything. I like going down there for the weekend and catch up with a few people you don't normally chat with and have a beer or two and go to the races. Actually, it's not Miracle Mile, not this year, it's Chariots, but we'll head out there and have a night out and hopefully...
Almost one of the better nights. It's a little bit like we're talking AFL there before, the preliminary finals as compared to the grand final. You get to see so many more of these horses trying to make that final spot into the Miracle Miles and other races. That's the last chance saloon, if you like, Chariots night, plus a good 4-year-olds coming through. So I'm pretty sure they have their derby heats on the same night as well. So there's a fair bit going on that night. It's a pretty awesome night and going to be a pretty great weekend to be a part of.
No, for sure, I thought once they're fed and tucked into bed, 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, there's not much more I can do, so I might as well go to the races.
Go to the races and enjoy it. Ross, thank you. Do you train many horses?
Got too many here at the moment. Got 4. We don't normally train that many, but a couple of them ones that come home from Ricky Alchin's in Sydney are just jog up and... Big chance one will 100% go back. Big chance both of them will. So I'll just get them ready, and then I've got the 2-year-old and another bloke down the back, which we bought on the cheap. He's only a day-to-day proposition, but just something.
Project by the sounds.
Just something for Ollie to poke around. The Junos and the Demoras while they're on before the winter comes.
I'm going to give Ollie a bit of a shout out. He's a young bloke having a crack. How many drives has he had?
I wouldn't know. I mean, he's had maybe 40 or 50 and
4 or 5 wins already.
4 or 5 wins, yeah. He doesn't drive that much. He's got an apprenticeship, so full-time job. But a bloke at Bar Medburn, actually, Kevin Johnson, he's a real good person, gives him a couple of drives, and he won't mind me saying his horses, he knows they're not the best, but he's knocking on the door. One bloke's run a couple of seconds in his last couple of starts. So I reckon he'll win one the next few weeks. Not a doubt. He's called. Yeah.
There's a big push. There's a bit of pressure on Ollie, and Ollie's over there smirking as well. So,
yeah, no, he's just a very nice person. I've known him for a long time, and yeah, he just give Ollie. Actually, the first race Ollie ever drove him was Not a Doubt, and he ran second at Temora, and Popeye's his nickname, and he stuck by him. So, bit of travelling around, and obviously that's what I keep saying to Ollie. The more races you get to drive in, the only better you're going to be, whether you win, lose or draw. Yep. You got to be in amongst them because you'll work out what goes on. So it's interesting. That's probably why I got so many. If Ollie wasn't here, the numbers would be down a bit, I'd say.
The kids keep us honest. Don't worry about that. Good luck, Ollie, and good luck to you, mate. At the sales, we'll be catching up with you there as well. But anyone wants to inspect them, as I said, anyone coming to Wagga, doing a bit of the Riverina tour, make sure they come give you guys a call as well. As I said, you're 5 minutes up the road from Jake Stockton, so it's pretty easy to get to you here. And even though I got lost, don't let that worry you. But yeah, it's very important people get out here and inspect these horses beforehand. But you'll be at the sales complex Thursday, Friday?
Friday lunchtime's the plan, or lunchtime.
Yep. And make sure people get there and have a good look at them.
Yeah, come and have a look. Yeah, hopefully, the more lookers the better.
Very good, Ross.
There we go.
Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it, and good luck. Hopefully, I'll catch up with you at the sales as well.
Very good. Thanks for coming, Paul.